What's up, everybody? It's me, King Alpha. Hope everybody's doing great, man. I know I have not been doing YouTube videos and everything. It's been kind of, in the middle so far. Like I've been enjoying the whole blue era, but then, a lot of people don't know how to use blue units, so like some of these matches are sometimes so stupidly lopsided, especially attacking side. Um, but anyways, we're gonna be making sure that I do continue with the videos and everything. And they finally came out with the patch notes for what's coming tomorrow and everything in terms of um the Shield Maidens, the Berserkers, and Sons of Fenrir all getting like their little balance changes. And that I've read a little bit of this, and there is some pretty other there's other big balance changes that is gonna be really really good. All right, so let's just talk over this. I hope everybody's having a great day and everything, but let's just do this. So, they activated Coastal Assault event, which if I'm correct, I think that's just it's one of those fighting events, but I'm not sure. Activated the temporary doctrine event. This one's actually pretty good because I remember you were able to get like iron sides. Sometimes it was a spam of speed doctrines though, and then there was sometimes leadership doctrines that you can get. So it could be pretty good if you get them on either blue or purple units and stuff. So hopefully we can get some nice little temporary doctrines. Who knows? Activated sales content. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's just for them to make money. But let's see what's on sale or whatever. And then it says new enemies are now roaming the open world. Northlanders. The enemies can be found massing at harbors as they prepare to make their invasion. So I wonder if you attack these new enemies, if there's any type of like special rewards or something. But this could go with coastal assault, so maybe you have to go towards maybe the areas like Anadolu or something like that, and because the funny thing is that it says that they're near harbors, which that's only in Anadolu, but yeah. Um, so optimization. So if the attackers occupy C without having occupied B or any extra point on Fjord, the attackers will now get a respawn point near the front lines. Okay, so that's interesting. Removed Valley Fortress from ranked battles. Really? I didn't even. I wonder why. Maybe it was. I mean, it is a shit map to attack in ranked, but I wonder why they removed it without anything. I guess it's it probably is either causing optimization stuff or whatever. Um, let's see if any of these things are important because you never know in miscellaneous. Sometimes you don't read certain things, and there was actually a pretty important one. So event sign-ins and exchange and drops will now become available. Also, this is changing what level you can do certain things, which is not gonna really matter. Improve the prompt when updating. Okay. Improve the display. Meh. Replace the requisition order reward from the no quarter quest with a random limited time doctrine. Okay. Added the ability to claim rewards from all mail in the current. Okay, that's actually cool. Sometimes my mail's stocked up or whatever. Um, Having press control to command your units, you can now simply press control again to exit. Okay, I don't know. Improve the animation of the Varangian Guards unit challenge menu. Sound prompts. The some attires are getting fixed. And that attire scraps and inventory and personal storage will be converted into equal number of fragments. Okay, I think that's good because I have like I have like an odd number of attire scraps left. But yeah, um, rune optimization. The descriptions of certain runes have been updated to make them more accurate. Okay, when they say this, when they improved the description of certain stuff, I don't know, man. Whenever they say they improved the description of something, it sometimes can happen where all of a sudden it got nerfed or buffed in terms of what was actually stated on that. So, yeah, I mean, just let's make sure we just keep in mind on that. Um, this is the big part: unit balancing optimization. So, Perfection Pikemen and Black Dragon Pikes, Assault or and Push of Pike skills have been merged into a single skill. Pike Assault, the Perfection Pikeman will no longer be prevented from charging due to changing the skills. I think that was what was happening to me a lot of the times. Like if I was moving my pikes, I couldn't charge immediately, or I'll charge, but then it wouldn't actually activate. So this is not going to happen anymore. It says, while not in column formation, Pike Assault deals damage equal to the former Assault skill. While in fully formed column formation, Pike Assault's damage is greatly increased and deals damage equal to the former Push of Pike skill. Okay, so most likely it would be better to actually have your pikes standing still than moving and charging them. Only times to really move and charge them is if you like really need to, in my opinion. Like in terms of killing a hero real quick or something. So it says improve the text descriptions for the Verg's fangs and giant mallets, the last two nodes of the skulls. They should be easier to understand. Again, it's another thing where they say improve the text descriptions when this could mean something like they're changing the numbers of something or whatever. So, keep that in mind, guys. Sons of Fenrir. So this is pretty cool. So they got reduced 5 leadership, so they're now 175. They reduced the cooldown of Beast from 30 seconds to 23, which is pretty huge because 7 seconds off Beast is the main killer of Sons of Fenrir. It's just awesome. So it is good that this is getting a massive, deduction and stuff. And same with Predator. So the only thing is that they didn't do anything crazy to change Sons of Fenrir, which I think Sons of Fenrir generally were really good. So the -5 leadership and the actual cooldown on Beast is really good in Predator as well. So I'm actually really excited to use Sons of Fenrir even a bit more, and especially them having that cooldown on Beast being lowered is amazing. Berserkers are getting a massive change, guys. So increases the rate of rage increase. Sorry, increases the rate of rage increase by 50% when taking damage. So most likely this means that you're going to be having berserkers going berserk every 2 seconds once they immediately start taking damage. It says the damage reduction effect of each level of Battle Madness is increased to 6%, was 5%. I actually didn't even remember that they had Battle Madness. Change the effect of Odin's Charge to reduce the damage taken from enemy troops. Was reduced damage taken from charge skills. Improved the skill AI to avoid rapid attrition due to dense formation. Previously, Berserkers were not good at dealing with intensive fights or intensive attacks. So this is basically gonna try and make them so that they can take more damage and then go berserk and all that type of stuff. Um, Reduce Berserker Assault cooldown to 3 seconds, so it was 5 seconds, which a lot of people don't really like using Berserker's Assault because it felt almost useless. But Berserkers will now gain 4 stacks of Battle Madness as soon as they use Berserker Assault. And then they improved the AI to hit multiple enemies in an easier way. So I think Berserker Assault is basically going towards, okay, you're gonna gain rage, or well, Battle Madness. I think it's still gonna consume a little bit of the rage. I'm not sure. And then it says that it will hit multiple enemies in an easier way. Because yeah, I remember before you would do it, and sometimes the berserker would just fling at the air and not hit anything. And then this is the big thing too: the negative effect of damage increase in frenzy state is reduced from 50% to 35. So berserkers overall are basically going to get a lot tankier, and most likely do a little bit more damage, but most likely the same amount of damage. But they're basically making berserkers just tankier overall and allowing them to gain rage a bit faster, which is nice. Now, shield maidens, boys, this shit's interesting as well. Adjusted triple strike from 3 stages attack. From 3 stages attack to 1 stage. Increased its damage dealt by 25% and reduced its cooldown to 8 seconds. It was 25 seconds. So shield maidens, I ain't gonna lie, guys. Shield Maidens are basically looking like another T5 Sword and Shield unit this season, which, funny enough, I still said that I feel like they should have been, they still should have been better in their spear, their actual spear and shield. So it's just funny that they're buffing yet again the sword and shield aspect of them. They reduced the switch cooldown to 3 seconds from 6 seconds, which is really big because of the fact that if you're able to control it as well, and you're constantly switching back and forth, I think shield maidens are going to be really decent. It now says shield maidens can now switch their weapons with quicker speed, 40% increase that in any state. So basically, you're going to be pop, 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 as fast as you freaking can. And I think now it even comes into the factor of like, it might even be better to even put the doctrines on that have the guardian. I think it's the guardian and then the charge like cooldown doctrines that they have. But I don't know. We'll still see. And then now it says shield minions can increase 150 points of all types of defenses in 4 seconds after dealing damage with spears. Switching weapons to the sword in that state, shield maidens can increase 300 points of slashing armor penetration in 4 seconds. I personally think with all this type of damage that shield maidens are going to get, I think that they might even be able to outdamage even Iron Reapers, which is going to be crazy. And this is a unit that isn't getting any type of, CC immunity. I think the only CC immunity you really get on shield maidens is when you change the weapon. But again, it's only for like a half a second or something like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how shield maidens are really going to perform, because they're making them like it looks like they're all about the damage, which I kind of wanted them to be more, like the swords were the damage, but I wanted the shields to still be, all about freaking uh blocking and being able to withstand stuff. So it says shield maidens can increase 15% damage in 4 seconds after dealing damage with swords. Switching weapons to spear in that state, shield maidens will recover 8% of their maximum health. Honestly, it's literally seeming like shield maidens are basically gonna go, all right, triple strike, charge, or charge, triple strike, switch weapons, shield maidens, guardian, or whatever that shit is called. Switch again, triple strike, boop, 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 boop. It's gonna be like endless switching back and forth. You're most likely gonna be like Katarina from League of Legends, just smashing your keyboard with shield maidens, trying to output as much damage as freaking possible. But it's just crazy because it says shield maidens can increase 15% damage in 4 seconds after dealing damage with their swords, but then it switches to when you switch from sword to spear, they recover 8% of their health. Now the thing is as well is that don't forget shield maidens also can get that regeneration doctrine as well, so that's really good. But then this is interesting is that you have it where when they're in spears and they deal damage, you get increased 150 points of defense for 4 seconds, but then switching gives you 300 points of freaking slashing armor penetration for 4 seconds. And this isn't even coming from when you can use, if you use Huskarls with them as well, and the Huskarls buff the shield maidens, and the shield maidens buff the Huskarls, and the Berserkers, it can get a little crazy. So shield maidens is going to need to be tested like wild craziness tomorrow. Same with Berserkers. Most likely Sons of Fenrir don't need to be tested. Honestly, they seem fine. Now, this is another pretty big thing, guys. So, unit leadership, men-at-arms are now 220. They were 240. So they're definitely not buffing men-at-arms or anything like that, which I can understand that. But it's just hilarious that men-at-arms can now be 220 leadership. The paladins were 255, are now 245, which is good. I think 245 is pretty decent for them. I think they still need to get maybe removed their, damage from the back. I don't know. Sarags are now 235, which is awesome, but they are still not worth it at 235. Palace guards are more worth it than them. I just find it crazy. Ironcap spearmen are now 155, which is really good because they're actually, I used them, what is it, last night? Wait, is it Ironcap? Yeah, it's the blue shields. Yeah, these guys, I actually used them last night in TW. They were freaking tanking loads, man. It was awesome. Imperial Spear Guards, by the way, going to 220 was 240, 245. So this is actually pretty good. This is basically making players, trying to get players to actually play more shields and stuff, which is really nice because, obviously I think they need to even work on the shield recognition as well. Like, if someone's using shields, if they're soaking up a lot of damage and they're not going to be getting a lot of kills, at a certain point you should gain extra points for the amount of damage a shield unit takes, especially if you're bringing in a shield unit, because you're gonna be tanking a lot, you know. So hopefully they do something with this so that players do want to play shields more. Spear sergeants are now 220 as well, which is funny. Stalwarts are now 240, was 260. Um, I think 240 is fair for them. I don't think you want to bring them too low, but they're definitely trying to bring the shields back into the play. And monks are finally going down in leadership. They are finally going down in leadership to 160, and I still would probably not use these guys because I think they should have been. They should be lower than Ironclad Spearmen, if anything. Like, I feel like Spearmen are still better than these guys. But let me know what you guys think about that. Um, so they resolved an issue with Maul heroes. Could use up from Hell and Maelstrom when they didn't have enough stamina. Oh, I didn't even know that. Resolved an issue where glaive heroes could block while airborne. Wow, didn't even know that. Can you imagine people that were actually using all this type of stuff and just doing stuff whatever? An issue where it did not trigger Roar of the North. Okay. Units. Oh, look, by the way, is this. So, resolved an issue where the movement speed attribute was displayed incorrectly for the. Okay. Well, no, this is the issue that I was using Huskarls, and it says, would behave abnormally after using. This is so fucking true. You would use. You would charge them in after using the song, and they would just go freaking so weird, and they would do the stupidest stuff, and it was so ridiculous. But yeah, a lot of other miscellaneous stuff. This was happening to me a couple of times where I had to use my martial handbook a couple of times and some other stuff. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about the unit changes and everything. I think the unit changes is obviously the big stuff in here, which I'm really, really excited for. I'm wondering what all these description changes are going to be. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty excited. I kind of don't even want to play until tomorrow now, just so I can, play with the Sons of Fenrir and then also mess around with Shield Maidens and Berserker and testing and stuff, and whatever this new event is. But yeah. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. I'm actually pretty excited for Berserkers coming in 5 days, and then I'm also excited for the Shield Maidens as well. I'm definitely going to be testing these guys tomorrow with a couple friends on stream and everything. So definitely stay tuned in for that. But everyone, have a great day. Let me know what you guys think. I think this is a pretty good patch. This is a patch I would like to see every freaking week if we could. Every week have at least something changing so that the life of CB continues to grow and stuff. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.